Hi, I'm going to be doing a product review on the Altruist SPF 30. This is a broad spectrum sunscreen that has 4 filters, and yeah, it has 4 filters, and those are, don't really know. Just kidding, there are 5 filters, and those are, my list is went down. Those are the filters. So you can definitely say that this is from the packaging itself. It tells you that it has high UVA and UVB protection. And a lot of people might ask, well, an SPF 30 enough in comparison to an SPF of 50? And definitely, even an SPF of 15 is enough, granted that you apply liberally and you apply enough sunscreen, which would have to have a thickness of 2 milligrams per centimeter squared on your face. And if you are able to do that, then that's fantastic. But a lot of people grossly underapply, and there's actually a study that tells that a lot of people do underapply their sunscreen. So it's not recommended. It's not recommended to use an SPF of 15 simply because you might be underapplying your sunscreen. So it's always recommended by dermatologists to use an SPF of 30. An SPF of 15 would have to grant you a UV protection, a UVB protection at least, of 93%. For this, you're getting 97%, 30, and then for 50, you're getting about 98.5% UVB protection, because that is what the SPF rating is for. It quantifies the UVB protection that you're getting, and the PA rating would have to take care of the degree of protection that you're going to get from your sunscreen against UVA, which this does not have. Like I mentioned in my previous videos, PA rating is not necessarily employed in Western countries like this one in the UK, because the Altruist is made in the UK. But in some Asian countries like Japan and Korea, and even here in the Philippines, we do employ the PA rating. This is a broad spectrum. It has a filter that I can't pronounce that takes care of, I believe, UVA2. This also has titanium dioxide and nano titanium dioxide, which takes care of UVA2. And it also has Ava Benzone. This is what Ava Benzone is, which takes care of broad spectrum UVA coverage. But the problem with Ava Benzone is it's actually not the most photostable sunscreen filter. So it has to be mixed in with a couple of ingredients. I have learned that the filter octocrylene helps in stabilizing Ava Benzone, but it's not just octocrylene. There are a bunch of other filters that help stabilize Ava Benzone, or make it so that it's not gonna destabilize as easily or as readily as it would if it didn't have those filters added to the sunscreen formulation. And thankfully, this sunscreen does have octocrylene in it, and octocrylene helps with the UVB protection. So that's pretty neat. I got this sunscreen for $627, and that already includes the shipping. But if the shipping isn't taken into consideration, I'm thinking this is 500 plus. I'm gonna list the price here. There's actually a pretty good deal. You're getting 200 milliliters worth of product for this amount of price, and it's very cost effective. It's actually one of the most cost effective sunscreens that you can get on the market, but the only thing is you have to order this. You can't purchase this at Watson's or any local store, at least here in CDO where I live. I don't get to have access to a lot of stores that sell sunscreen. The only store that I know that sells sunscreen is Watson's, and they have absolutely limited selection of sunscreens. So yeah, this is an okay sunscreen. I would compare this to the todermaction sunscreen that you can get at Watson's if you've tried that. It's very similar to that. I would say this leaves less of a white cast in comparison to the one that I have, todermaction, which I occasionally use. The only thing that I'm kind of like, ugh, is this really how it is? The only thing that really kind of makes me question its credibility. I don't know. Its authenticity probably is how liquidy it is. I'm not sure what influences the liquidiness of this product. If it's because of how hot it is in the Philippines, because, you know, I watch a lot of reviews of sunscreens, and I see that this is actually not as liquidy as how it is here. It almost seems like it's adulterated. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't want to make any claims or whatever, but the thing is, it's a little bit liquidy. I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna tilt it, and something else is gonna come out. See? It's a little bit runny. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be runny, but it is. But it applies the same though. It applies a little bit white. It goes on a little bit white. Yeah, this is looking white. You have to put in a little bit of effort, a little bit of involvement to get rid of the white cast. But it's gonna go on pretty sheer, pretty non-casty if you work it in. Yeah, see? You just have to put it, you have to like rub it in a little bit more. The same can be said for the todermaction sunscreen. I'm just gonna grab it so you'll know what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This sunscreen is what I'm talking about. It's very similar. It's almost the same thickness, but this one leaves less of a white cast. And both of these have nano titanium dioxide. Is it nano? Yeah. I can't find it. Yeah, it has nano titanium dioxide. This also has nano titanium dioxide. So it should leave less of a white cast. This kind of does, but you can work with it. Even for me, I have an olive skin tone. I can pull it off, I think. It's not as severe as a Biore watery gel sunscreen that leaves a noticeable white cast on the skin. This one, and this do not. I'm gonna have to make a separate review for this, but this one is okay. I do have to say, it's greasy, or at least for me, you know, I live in the Philippines, so it's always humid, and I have an oily skin. Okay, I have an oily skin, so it sits heavy on my skin. But if you have a drier skin type, I think this is going to work really well for you, because this is moisturizing enough. I actually use this as a moisturizer in the daytime. I don't actually apply any type of moisturizer in the morning anymore, and I've started to employ that recently, and it's worked to my favor because my skin ends up not looking too shiny throughout the day. So this is a good sunscreen. You should buy it, but I don't know, like, it's so watery. I'm like, what? I don't know, because I got it from, I don't want to say where I got it from, but you can easily search this on Shopee. You can, like, the first that pops up there, that's it. That's where I bought it from. The one with the mini reviews. But it's just so watery. Why is it so watery? It makes me question the authenticity of it, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed that review. I'm making a lot of videos now. I'm gonna be posting this for sure. So yeah, look out for more videos from me.